This is Ping Pong News right here at IntellectualRadio.com. And I'm here with the lovely Wanda B.
Hey. Oh, hey.
So, Wanda B, what's happening in the news?
What is happening in the news? Well, since the last time we spoke here on Ping Pong News, something else has bounced around. With
What has bounced around?
a a man who testified in the Amber Geiger trial was shot in the mouth at his apartment complex. Mystery.
You know what? One thing that it is not is a murder mystery. I think it's pretty obvious what the message the shooter was trying to send.
What message do you think they were trying to send?
The message that they were trying to send is if you testify against us, we will come after you.
I heard that it was reported that he was actually threatened even before the trial that they would get him. You do this and we will get you. And they wanted to prove that whoever they feel like they are showing him, like we told you we would get you, trial end or not, however, you did, they are retaliating because he still did it. He testified. And they said if you watch his demeanor on the stand, he was nervous, he was shaking. He's a college educated man, upstanding
So basically, what
citizen.
you're saying is prior to the testimony, he had been threatened
Yes,
and had been warned.
yes, not to testify.
And the prosecutors did nothing to protect this man.
No.
Well, in my opinion, I think the prosecutors should be held accountable. I think even Amber Geiger should be held accountable for this man's death. This was no accident, and it is definitely not a mystery.
I agree. It is a mystery.
It's not a
You're only
mystery.
assuming
It's
who
not.
did it.
It's not a mystery. It's not a mystery. I think that even Stevie Wonder can see where this all leads to. Not a mystery at all. Now, will the case be solved? Most likely not.
So, what are your thoughts then on the jurors? Did you hear the one juror? There are two jurors who have come out to talk about the trial, and they have said, both said they thought about what would Botham John want, or Jean, what would he want? And he would have never wanted her to be in jail for 28 years. And so they were presented with convicting her of 28 years, and they both said that that was just too much, that that wouldn't be what he would have wanted. So people are saying that that's not the rules of how you determine sentencing. If he's supposed to get, it's not what would the victim want.
So
You're supposed to
basically,
go by the law.
okay. So basically, what you're saying is that Bolton Jane was murdered by this officer while in his home eating ice cream, and basically what you're saying is that he would not want justice. Because that's basically what you're saying.
These jurors, and I heard their actual voices. This was interview that they did after, and they said that's not what he would have wanted. And I thought that's not how the law works. You can't assume what the victim would want. You don't even know him based on testimony. And they didn't even see the brother hugging him. They said they were already out of the room. But they said that that validated them when they saw how he was forgiving. That validated them only giving her 10 years because the prosecutors wanted.
Well, I'd like to say that I totally disagree. I think she should have got at least the very, very bare minimum 28 years.
That's
I,
what they
I, I
wanted.
was actually hoping for about 50.
They said they didn't feel that it was right for her. He wasn't even 28 years old. And they said that they didn't feel that it was right for him. That bothered them that she could serve as much time as he was even alive.
Sad, sad, sad.
And everybody, what I've hearing trending is that people are saying that's not the rule, that they should go by what the law is, not by the feelings. That's not the proper way to determine sentencing, by your judgment of what the victim would have wanted. He's not around to say what he wants. He maybe would have shot her if he had a gun. I mean, we don't know.
I would have. Well, I like to say that I was hoping for 50. Would have been glad if she had gotten 28. But you know what? I have to say that I'm just happy that she was even charged at all.
They said that they absolutely believed it was murder. They said as soon as they walked back to deliberate, they all agreed murder. So then it just went straight to
No,
the
the
sentencing.
fact that she even got 10 years is actually a lot, considering the fact that we've had tons and tons and tons of officers, we can't even count them, who've gotten off scot-free. So the fact that she was gotten 10 years, you can kind of say was kind of an accomplishment.
Okay.
So sad, but still, the fact that she even got 10 years, she may get out in 5, she may get out in 3 or 4, but the fact that she was convicted, tried, and sentenced is really just really out of the ordinary. And then I hear she's gonna appeal it.
And maybe she will use what these jurors are saying to help appeal it. Someone said that maybe that's why they are killing off the people who
Witnesses.
witnesses for the second trial. She has more likelihood of being let off because now you don't have people testifying the second
And
time.
I think that everyone who dies surrounding this case should be, Amber Geiger should be charged with their murder. I really do. I think that they should try her for this kid who just got murdered because it's so sad. And you know that it really, really has something to do with her. And I think there's someone out there sending a message that we are killers and we don't care about y'all. We do not care. We would take you out in a heartbeat and sleep like a baby. My name is Earl, and that's one to be, and you have been tuned in to Ping Pong News.
Where's my paddle?
Right here on IntellectualRadio.com, y'all.
Can I have a paddle so we can play a game now?
I got your paddle. How do you end this thing? How do you end it?